All right. All right. We back. We back. Y'all know what the F is up, guys. Y'all know we here. Y'all know what we here for when we go live. When I go live, y'all know what we here for. We here for One Piece. One Piece. One Piece. One Piece. Chapter 1085. Reaction. I'm excited about this one, guys. I hope y'all are too, because I've heard very, very, very good things about this chapter. I've non-specifics, but I've heard that it's a really good chapter. I've seen people saying mute, 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 and stay off of social media if you really don't like spoilers like that. So I'm happy to be back with this chapter. Let's see what happens, guys. Let's see if we continue from where we left off last time. Let's see if we continue with the Cobra, Gorosei, Emu, Lily face off. Hopefully we do. Hopefully Oda's going full steam with this one before we go back to Egghead. And hopefully we can get this reverie behind us. What up, person? What up, viewer? Let's get into this. If y'all have not read One Piece chapter 1085, then go read it. Come back here. By the time y'all read it, I'll probably be halfway through because I'll talk halfway through it. Yeah, and we can discuss it after that. Unless y'all want to read it along with me, then yeah, we love that too. Stay here if you want that. But yeah, let's get into it, guys. All right. Got it pulled up right here. So let's see. All right. So this One Piece chapter is titled One Piece Chapter 1085, The Death of there we go. The Death of Nefertari Cobra. Um so we are going full steam ahead with it. Oda's not letting me down with this one, which I am extremely happy about. On the cover we have looks like a request. Cover request by Mount Apple. Mount, is that what that MT means? MT Apple, Mount Apple. Frankie encouraging hatchling turtles on their way to the sea. And he's crying. Oh, how sad. But not what I'm here for this week. I'm not here for the unrelated cover request. We're here for this chapter. We're here to see the death of our beloved King Cobra. One of the first rulers we ever met. One of the first major figures we ever met in the world. So let's go. All right, first page. Oh, y'all. Okay, y'all. I'm kind of nervous. Let me get this water in. We got to keep the energy levels high. Your boy is tired. Your boy worked last night. But we got to keep those energy levels high. Let's go. No one is ever supposed to sit there. Pant. The impossible ruler. No individual should have the power to control the world. Moo? What does moo mean? Emu uses moo to refer to them. They're referring to themselves in third person. Interesting. Typically means void, but can also be be a reading for dream. Interesting. Mu shall address two of the points being discussed, and thou must answer a single question in return, Cobra. I want to know what Mu sounds like. Cough, cough. He's already dying. Oh, Lord. Oda making sure he prefaced this with the cough because he's not just going to straight up murder him, even though he is going to murder him, just like Dr. Look. It's just going to be the same sense, but he's going to have the cop out that he was going to die anyway. He was sickly. Cough. I've heard the name Emu before. It could be a coincidence, but one of the first 20 was also called that. Suspicious. Which kingdom? Such curiosity titers on impertinence. It will not be dignified with an answer. Is this a girl? I think it's a guy. However, those initial inquiries shall be addressed. Wow, he's gonna address the D guy. Oh my God, are we going here, guy? Are we going here? Are we going here? Are we freaking going here? D is the moniker of our ancient enemy. In recent times, it has cropped up more frequently. However, it is nothing but a faint echo. Those who carry the name do not even know of its true meaning now, which is what Law, or who told Law? Someone told Law that, or Dofi told Law. No, who was it? Was it Sengoku? Whoever told Law that the D's like have a special meaning, and it's supposed to be hidden, but there's certain people who have forgotten that. That's what they're meaning. And yet, this irritation only endures due to Queen Lily's grave blunder. What did she do 800 years ago? Blunder? Oh my God, we're about to get some heat. We're about to get some fucking heat. Some fucking... This is why I love One Piece. The same can be said to those irksome scholars investigating the so-called void century. Without that blunder, there would be no pirates chasing the poneglyphs in pursuit of a treasure either. What's up with this giant crown, but this like hunchback figure? If it were not for Lily's incompetence, the vexing relics would never have been scattered all over the world. Okay. Interesting. So he did kill Lily. The release of the poneglyphs was the worst possible outcome for us. So one must wonder whether it was truly a mistake or if it was actually part of some larger plan. She was definitely working with the Ancient Kingdom. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Cobra just took a sacrifice. He just took a sacrifice literally for the readers. He took it for us. Just for us to find out in an organic way. So Oda could make us find out in an organic way some of the secrets behind the D. To have Emu talk. Cobra's getting sacrificed. I hate it had to be you, dog. I hate it had to be you. The truth undoubtedly lies in the letter Lily sent or left. So pray. Oh my gosh. So what did she say? What the answer to the D was? The truth undoubtedly lies in the letter Lily left. So pray tell. Was it deliberate choice to only refer to her as Queen Lily House of... Oh my God. What was the full name? Refer to her as Queen Lily, House of Nefertari. Go ahead and divulge the full name on her letter as written. They've got me. I suppose there really is no chance of leaving this room alive. You knew that, dog. You knew that coming into this. You had to know that. I take it that there is no fib I could tell. That would satisfy you enough to let me go. Your fate was decided the moment you saw the great emu. Oh my God, what is this? How did he take control? What is this? Oh. Not surprising, they can't let anyone know the world's greatest taboo that has been broken. What is the taboo? What is going on? I want to... D... Okay. The atmosphere here feels a little sinister. What's going on? The truth is, the letter from Arabasta's ruler 8 centuries ago was signed by Queen Nefertari D. Lily. Oh my God, what is that? Emu has some. Is that like a shadow power? What the? Is that a tail? What is that? What is that? What is that? D. Ugh. Okay, Cobra stab straight through. Leap. Oh my God. Fire fist. Oh my God. Moving chest and shogi where the king is checked by a knight while surrounded by its own pieces. Huh? Did I miss something? What did I miss? What? Oh, okay. It's under here. Okay. Fire fist. Smothered mate. Okay, so it's a chest or shogi move. Where did this one come from? Emo. Somebody saw you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh. I was hoping I'd be able to take you all out in one move. Oh my God, what is going on? Who is all of them? Is that the Gorosei? Are those the Gorosei? Bro, those cannot be the Gorosei. Those cannot be the freaking Gorosei. What is going on? This is like a freaking mix of Gracie Lacey. Hey, what up, Gracie Lacey? Bro, oh my God. This cannot be. This doesn't feel like One Piece. This feels like freaking, I don't even know. Hunter. No, I don't even know. The fact that Emu seems to have a power that's like in between Big Mom and what's his face? Moria. The Shadow Kage Kage no Mi and the freaking Soru Soru no Mi. What? What those? Okay. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm going to keep reading though. I'll see it in a bit. I was hoping to be able to take you all out in one move, Pant Pant. After all, there was no way I could have known that hell was located here, at the very top of the world. Wheeze. Yeah, Cobra's freaking dead. Oh, there's the picture. Snap. Cough. You are Luffy-kun's brother, aren't you? Oh my God. The Gorosei are some freaking shadow things. What is this? They're like some demons, like some real life demons. You're with the Revolutionary Army, and you still stepped in to save me, cough, cough. Our cause is more concerned with the monsters that sit above the king and queens of the world. Do you know Luffy somehow? He once stepped in to save me, too. That sounds like him, all right. What the heck? Leave me. I'm dead weight. You have better... Wait, did Cobra... Okay, the way this is looking, King Cobra is not actually dead. I don't know if he dies here. Because they snapshotted a picture making it look like he was dead on the ground. But Sabo has him and he might actually be... No, I'm not, Gracie. Sorry about it. Sabo might actually be rescuing him right here. There's something I've come to understand. And if you die here, we'll be in trouble. Because I need to deliver a message to Luffy-kun and Vivi. You want me to tell them something? This is what he told to the Revolutionary Army. This is going to be an excellent transition to Monkey D. Dragon. Monkey. Oh my God, let's go. Tell them. We share the moniker D. What? So Vivi's in deep. Vivi is in deep. She's a family of D. I don't see how she got into the family or ruled or what? Oh my God. I finally know the path Arabasta must follow. ... So you both have the D in your name. Is that just a coincidence or something? Or I guess, who cares? A name's a name. Do you want a D in your name, Sabo? Is this a foreshadow? People, I think, have thought way back then that that's a foreshadow for Sabo possibly actually being a part of a D family as well. You can be Sadbo. Sadbo. Oh. Why'd you put it there? What is up with this little tail thing, bro? Did he just stab him again? Oh, he stabbed Sabo. No way. No way. King Cobra. Cough. The poneglyphs. This is when of course. Oda had to have King Cobra have his last stand. Somewhat like I keep paralleling with Dr. Herolook. It just had to be. Oh, this chapter's emotionally charged. I'm going to have to read this chapter like 3 more times. Does it say just be? I can't see. Fly the flag that heralds the world's eventual dawn. The poneglyphs must be protected. Fly the flag that heralds the world's eventual dawn. Nefertari D. Lili. I'm counting on you, Sabo-kun. What did he say? What? What? That's what she said, but that's the short letter. That's what she penned. I mean, that makes sense because the Nefertari family. Bro, Joy Boy theories. Not the One Piece Joy Boy. Joy Boy theories. You are a fucking goat, my dude. I've been following you for a long time, but you're a fucking goat, my dude. If you see this, you're a fucking goat, my dude. You called this shit. You've been saying this shit for a long time. You just came out with that video saying this. You are a fucking goat, my boy. I just want to say that. Always been a goat, but you're a fucking goat. King Cobra. You must live on. Who's there? Bro, is Shanks showing up? Is this where Shanks shows up? Oh, the cooking. Oh, my God. Who the heck is that? That looks like Usopp. Who the heck? It's Wapol. Oh my gosh. This is why. Cobra the Senile has gone. Wait, Cobra the Senile has gone and got himself killed. I never liked him, but how can I celebrate after witnessing something so terrifying? I've stumbled upon the biggest skeleton in the government's closet. I don't even know. Wait, I don't even want to know who that is. They will end me. The Grand Round Table in the council chamber. It seems that King Cobra and King Wapol are not yet present. We just received word that the two of them will not be attending and that we are to proceed without them. Perhaps King Cobra's impassioned speech drained him. Wahahaha. Wow, you don't be a little bitch, bro. You being a little bitch, bro. Maybe he considers his job done now that the dissolution of the warlords has been approved. Let us move to the remaining matters on the agenda. Now then, concerning the coalition of the 4 northern nations calling for independence. 4 northern nations calling for independence. Shirahoshi, the conference is almost over. Let's go wait at the Red Port. We won't have to deal with the celestial dunces there. You okay? ... I was hoping to say goodbye to Princess Vivi. Okay. Who was this? Who was this I was watching as well that was talking about Vivi? Was it Grand Line Review talking about Vivi being possibly a sovereign and not actually it being Luffy And that would make sense with Shirahoshi, the mermaid princess, and the sovereign Vivi, and how they're getting close during this reverie. And especially with that panel right there, with Shirahoshi looking like that and putting extra emphasis on, like, she hopes Vivi is okay. She was hoping to say goodbye. Oh, oh my God. What's the big deal? You better untie me. Whose orders are you following? A guest room in Pangea Castle. I'll tell the whole world about this. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. They are back. Hey, easy there. You're being too forward. Gotta play your cards closer to the vest if you want a shot at being free, you know. You're one feisty chick. I'm afraid no one's going to help you, princess. Once your disappearance is made known, you'll probably live the rest of your life like a pet. They're not lying. They are not lying. Is Shirahoshi all right? Seriously? Now's not the time to be worried about others, little missy. We received word that more trouble broke out around her earlier, but she apparently came out of the ordeal unscathed. Thank goodness. Wow, Vivi's too pure. The punks who ended up assaulting the celestial dragon that was trying to kidnap the mermaid princess were members of the Straw Hat Fleet, boldly proclaimed their victory, giving their names and everything. The guests in the courtyard were stunned. Meanwhile, at the home of the gods, Fujitoro's actions helped the revolutionary armies free the slaves. And that obviously pissed Ryokuku off. And so went it all. Wait, so they went at it. Oh, wow. They started fighting, Lord. What's the deal with this year's reverie? Like a pet. Give me a break. Looks like I'm going to have to do something about this. What you gonna do, Vivi? Spare me. I didn't see a thing. Wapple. Out of the way. This is my chance. Move already. You'll never take me alive. He ate her? Dead. He just getting himself into more trouble. Chapapa. What was that? I think it was King Wapple. Hey, wait a sec. Vivi's gone, huh? Oh, darling, I've been looking for you. There's the devil. Wait, where the devil have you been? And who is that young lady with you? Hey, Wapple, how much further are you going to go? As far as it takes, I'll run to the ends of the world if I have to. Sounds good to me. Let's go. Don't tell me you're running away with a mistress. Eloping to start a life on the run. What a funny end to an emotionally charged chapter. Go to. Bro, I gotta know what Lily did. And Oda's not gonna come back to this for a minute. He's done showing us. This is his extent of what happened at the reverie. If we go back to the reverie next week, guys, I don't even know what I'll do. I'll do something for you guys. I don't know what. Come up with an idea of something. Don't make it too stupid, too abusive, but something that's worthy, I guess. If y'all have something that's worthy, let me know what y'all would like me to do in the comment section down below if I'm wrong. But I do not see us coming back to this chapter next week. Not one little bit. It's over. The reverie is over from what we're seeing. Man, I'm going to have to read this over again. Like, I want to read it right now over again, but I'm on stream. I can't read it over again. So I'm just going to give my initial thoughts and opinions, even though y'all have kind of seen my initial thoughts and opinions throughout this chapter. Let's start at the front. I'm going to kind of scroll through and hit the high points that I want to talk about. One thing I want to talk about is Oda and his, I get why he does it. Oda and his, like, fight with himself to kill a character, and especially kill a character by, like, should I say, murderous means. Like, he was never going to kill Cobra straight off of murderous means, even though Emu really did essentially murder Cobra there. He stabbed him straight through his body. Not once, straight through the abdomen. Not once, but twice. Cobra's dead. I thought for a second that maybe Cobra was somewhere, but Oda had already made him sickly, so of course he was probably going to kill him. That was a foregone conclusion. But I don't know. Oda just has a resistance with straight up killing characters. Even with this, where he kind of straight up killed him, he still made it a point of demonstrating that Cobra was sick. He had Cobra coughing and bending over at multiple points throughout the chapter to lessen the impact of basically murder, which I get why he does it, but that's a double-edged sword right there. You get what you want with that, because you get to keep it a Shonen Jump kind of story, even though there's murder and stuff in Shonen Jump stories. There's death in Shonen Jump stories, but it keeps to go with the theme of One Piece, of people not really murdering people or killing people. More so, they kill their dreams, basically. And apparently, Oda thinks that's the worst thing you can do to a person, which I might agree with, honestly. But he has to show... He has to show them sickly and already dying, which also comes back with the other side of that sword and lessens the impact of that death to a certain extent. He tries to make up for that, though. He does try to make up for that, and he always tries to do this by giving them... Dr. Clover was the other one I was thinking about earlier. Sorry, it just came to my mind. But he always does that. Dr. Clover was actually, he wasn't sickly. He was one of the ones that, probably the only one, that he just straight up murdered in the story. He straight up killed him, and we saw it, basically. And probably, what's his name, in Wano, Mr. Smiley guy. But mostly, it's especially big characters like this. He makes them sickly. He gives himself a cop-out. Like I said, he pumps it up, though, by giving them a speech at the end, right before they're about to die, either of the sickness or from gunfire or from whatever. Right before they're about to die, he gives them this epic speech or this proud moment for us to... It kind of picks up. It goes like, and it picks back up, and we feel good about it. I don't necessarily like that. It's not bad, but it does somewhat lessen the impact of the death to a certain extent to me. That's the first thing I want to address. Second thing I want to address is it's the elephant. It's the elephant in the room. What the heck is going on right now in this freaking royal hallway, or in this royal court? What is going on right now? Sabo's attack comes in. He tries to destroy them. I don't know if this is like a metaphorical, like, design for them, just to show that they're kind of pure evil. They're demons. I don't think so, though. I think these are what they actually are. And if these are what they actually are, that is very, very, very scary, because those are not humans. Those aren't close to being humans. Makes me wonder if these are in fact people at all, or if these are things that were made by whatever Emu's power is. I am so interested to see what Emu's power is. Is it a devil fruit? Because if it is a devil fruit, it has to be basically the mother of devil fruits. People think that the tree that Eve's in, the flower, whatever, arbiter, I don't know what it's called. Whatever that he's in, is where the devil fruit tree is. So, I just don't know how to take that. I can't think of a power, because, like I said, Moria has the shadow power. Even if Moria's dead, Emu did not just get this power. Emu has always had this power. It's not Moria. It looks like Big Mom's Sorosoro no Mi. It cannot be Big Mom's Sorosoro no Mi. Big Mom might be dead. I still don't think Big Mom is dead either. But it cannot be Big Mom Sword no Me. He's had this before. He's had this. So I honestly can't think of anything. It could be like people were theorizing. It might not be Blackbeard and his darkness fruit that actually has like the moon fruit or something like that. It might be emo. I really don't know. It probably mirrors Luffy's fruit though. If it is a fruit, that's if it is a fruit. It probably mirrors Luffy's fruit, and it's the opposite of a sun god, and it's something to do with like a darkness, shadows, and it's gonna be a mythical Zoan as well. He's gonna be some type of god of darkness, some type of god of the night, of the moon, something like that. That only fits. Like, this changes the game, though, guys. This changes the freaking game. Because what are they? What are they? People who weren't thinking that the Gorosei were strong, they're wrong. People who weren't thinking Emu was a combat threat, they're wrong. Which it wasn't looking like. But you know Oda. You know Oda. This is his final villain. This is the king of the freaking world. This is the king of the freaking world. You think they're not going to be able to fight? I don't see what the power is, though. And the fact that they've been alive for 800 years, I know this is Chekhov's gun with Law and his power, his devil fruit power. Of course. Of course. It was used on Emu sometime in the past. I don't know if he forced Lily to use it somehow. I'll talk about Lily in a bit as well. Let me finish this Emu thing. Let me stay on topic. Let me finish this Emu thing. This literally changes the game. This not only affects the in-game fight though with Emu. It's definitely going to be against the Gorosei Emu. I don't know how much focus on the Gorosei now that they seem less like individual people and more like Emu's like pets kind of things that he created. So I don't know if they have enough individual character and personality in themselves to actually for Oda to give them a spotlight moments, because Oda for fights and big straw hat fights like that, Oda tends to like to have the opponent have quirky, big personalities, very memorable characters. They don't really fit that criteria as of now, right now. And they've actually downgraded in that aspect now that I know that they're like some shadow things. They just seem like puppets to me. That's the vibe I'm getting. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe that they give me, is that they're just kind of like puppets. The fact that Emu speaks in third person too and calls himself Moo is very intriguing. I'm still on that notion that maybe that is Lily's body up there, but I feel like unless he's shrouded, Cobra would have noticed that, hey, you look like an ancestor of mine. You look like Vivi, basically. I think he would have noticed that, and he didn't. So, like I said, Joy Boy was right. Nefertari's family of D's. The fact that Oda kind of went this far, even though he didn't really say anything about the D, he basically said it's a moniker of our ancient enemy, which people have theorized for the longest of time. It's the main theory. Joy Boy and the Ancient Kingdom were a clan, the D clan, basically. Why they were the enemies to the Celestial Dragons in this shadow thing, this shadow-like figure, I don't know. Why there's 19 swords in front of the empty throne. Why his sword, the Emu sword, because they said he was one of the 20, the original 20 kings. So why was his sword placed there? Because we know Lily's wasn't placed there. And the sword that Emu had in his chamber when we first met him is probably his sword now. People were saying it might be Lily's, but that was probably his sword. But it still doesn't make sense with the count. Did he kill her / make her use the powers on him to maybe get her body, or just simply make him immortal, and then stuck her sword in there anyway. Who knows? How did Lily even infiltrate the world government if she was a D and that was their enemy? Did she end up maybe falling in love with the D and maybe marrying a D? Maybe Joy Boy was supposed to be, I think, the lover of the mermaid princess. If I'm not remembering this wrong, I'm pretty sure I'm remembering this right. But if I am, excuse me. But I feel like I remember Joy Boy being the lover of the mermaid princess. So that wouldn't quite make sense. So I'm wondering how she infiltrated. It seems like the poneglyphs were something that was actually in the government's possession, and maybe was even written by them. I'll have to wait and read this over, read the official. Chapters like this make me definitely want to do a discussion video. I'm already basically discussing the video here, or discussing the chapter here. I might just split this into, as soon as I start discussing, cut it off, make that into a whole video, and then like my reaction a whole video, because wow. Yeah, her blunder. But they said it was intentional. But how Oda does this. Anytime Oda reveals anything, he also comes back with more mystery, which is, it's frustrating. It's really cool because you stay immersed, but excuse me, it's also very frustrating. It's also very, very frustrating. I want to bring up, though, that this is a huge, huge knock to Mr. Blackbeard, Mr. Marshall D. Teach. He is definitely not looking like our final villain here anymore. And it's looking like we're actually going to be going probably into the Blackbeard stuff here in the next arc. Either on Elbath, I'm thinking it's going to be Elbath. I feel like we're about to go heavy into Blackbeard here after Egghead. Especially now that we know he is not going to be the final villain. It's pretty much, it has to be the next arc, the next little conglomeration of arcs, I guess. Blackbeard has to be the main antagonist. So we're about to get a lot of Blackbeard info. And I think that Blackbeard info is going to nicely roll up into talking about Rox and revealing more about Roxy Zebek, his goal of wanting to be king of the world, why he knew about that, why he knew that was a thing. A lot of people were thinking that Rox was maybe gonna be Emu, but it seems like Emu truly has been there since 800 years ago, and it definitely can't be Rox. He just failed at his attempt to usurp Emu, basically. So yeah, I mean, that's big news, though. That'll flow perfectly in, but the fact that Marshall D. Teach will not be a part of the end game. I mean, we're in the end game, but the end game is, I mean, it's nice that Oda said in the order, though. But it's probably some shocking for a lot of people. Let's see. The release of the poneglyphs was the worst possible outcome. They definitely had possession of the poneglyphs at one point or another. And it seems like Lily was truly in cahoots with Joy Boy and the Ancient Kingdom in some sort of way. Like I said, I don't know if she was a late addition to the gang. She wasn't really with them originally, and she joined up with them afterwards, or upon the defeat, or right before the defeat. She realized that she was fighting for the wrong team. But man, this is crazy. They really said, hey, I didn't really care. Like, they didn't really care. They cared about the D, but they didn't really care that much until he saw Emu. Once Emu came out, and the D, I guess, was the triggering for Emu to come out. But once Emu came out, they already knew they were about to kill him. Cobra should have known that. Sabo burning them up and them becoming like that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. They're all different animals. Somebody will have a connection because it looks like they're like a bird animal, some type of like minotaur looking like shadow animal. Like, is that an elephant type of animal? They're crazy looking though. I'm pretty sure Oda's gonna reveal this in Egghead 2. Saint J. Garcia is gonna reveal his power in some sort to Luffy them when they eventually meet up. Oda's just literally building all of this for Egghead. We thought Egghead was gonna be a small arc, which it has been. If you count this all in the Egghead arc, which I guess it is. This is probably one of the best arcs in One Piece. I'm just going to go ahead and say it already. And this is without the conclusion. Egghead is probably a at least top 5 arc by the end of the arc in One Piece. It's going to be. It's going to be better than Zoe. I think it's going to be better than Sabaody. I think it's going to be better than Wano. And it's going to be up there with like Enies Lobby, Marineford, like Water 7, like kind of mesh up in there. For sure, no doubt to me. This arc is tearing it up, and it's only setting the stage for the gigantic climax that's coming. Oda's already warned us about this climax that's coming. He says it's going to shake the world to its core. We got things going on all around the world right now, man. Blackbeard, Garp, Aokiji, Kuzan is with Saint J. Garcia going to Egghead. We got Vivi with Morgans and Wapple who know the secret. We got Sabo about to tell the Revolutionary Army and Monkey D. Dragon that there's a ruler of the world and there's a special meaning to the name D, which I'm pretty sure he already knows some sort about. One Piece is insane right now. Nothing more shocking than the emu, the shadow things. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. That absolutely blew my mind right there. That blew me like crazy right there. Sheesh. And he didn't just rock King Cobra, he rocked Sabo like bad looks like. So, yeah, what is that thing? I don't know. I really enjoyed this chapter, guys. It ended kind of on a funny term. After being very, very serious. Vivi is a D, which makes sense. I wonder when Oda really put this into place. I wonder if this has been in place since he came up, because some of y'all may not know, but Vivi was originally planned to just be Miss Sunday. I think that's who she was, Miss Sunday. And Oda changed it after to make her basically a princess, and he thought it flowed better, which it did with the Arabasta arc. So he wasn't planning on her being a D in this important at one point. I wonder if when he planned on making her a princess of this important, very important country with a poneglyph, I think the first mentioning of poneglyphs, the first time we see a poneglyph on an island, I wonder if he set that up at that point to know that, okay, guys, we're going to do something very important with the Nefertari family. Going to make them a family of Ds. I wonder if he created Lily at that point. It has just been sitting on her. I mean, if you knew that Vivi was going to be a D and the Nefertari family was going to be a family of D at that point, then you probably did create Lily at that point as well. And you've just been sitting on her for what, like 800 chapters now? Over 800 chapters now? 900 chapters? Almost 1,000 chapters? Just been sitting on her. Genius. And patience. Genius and patience. And it would make a lot of sense if he was sitting on her from that point on, because then going to Skypiea would make a lot of sense, because that reveals a lot. He introduces the poneglyphs in Arabasta. He introduces the premise of the poneglyphs. He mentions that the name D is important when we're going to Drum Island leading up to Arabasta. He's carefully crafting that. And then, guys, we get another side of the coin. We get a slight further explanation, and we get a parallel with probably the ancient kingdom. We get another kingdom that's protecting, or another culture, whoever, another clan of people who's protecting the poneglyphs as well. But this is like slightly on a different side of that coin. We get to, like I said, I feel like it's more of like the Shandians, they gave very Lunarian vibes. So I feel like that's coming from that side of the coin a bit. And it's excellent leading into there where we're talking about a god of the world with Skypiea. It seems like up to Skypiea, Oda basically, because One Piece definitely wasn't supposed to be as long as it is now. We all know that. Oda really didn't plan to go past like Skypiea and all that too much. So it makes sense that up to Skypiea, especially leading up to Arabasta and going to the end of Skypiea having the Luffy iconic, one of his favorite scenes, going around the fire and looking like Sun God Luffy and everything, Gear 5. It would make sense that up to that point, that was a microcosm of what the grand One Piece story is to this day. So if you look at One Piece up to that point, there's a lot of details that, of course, have been fluffed and a lot of things happening because the story's getting grander. But the skeleton of going up from, like I said, Drum Island, even before that, because Arlong Park was just like a mini Fishman Island. So going up from One Piece to Skypiea, you really, really get to see a microcosm of One Piece. And I think if we take a deep look into that trend going up, you can really see where Oda is going with the finale of One Piece. Because I think that was supposed to be the original finale of One Piece until he decided to make it grand. Because you notice, after we go from there is when the story starts to build. That's when we start to focus on the world government more. We start to focus on the O'Hara incident. We start to focus on the atrocities that they're committing. And it seems like Oda made a turn there. He's like, okay, I got more story that I want to tell now after this. As he was working through Arabasta in Skypiea, he decided that there is a bigger story he could tell, and he did it. He went in with basically explaining and breaking down the government and the Marines and explaining that, okay, they're not as good as y'all thought they were. I was sprinkling in there before that they have some bad members in there. But not only do they have bad members, the head, like the military's corrupt, and then he goes on further, Sabaody, to show us that the actual world nobles, the people above them, are actually corrupt. And then goes even further to show the now king of the world, the actual god of the world, not Enel, but Imu, is corrupt. So the way Oda's unfolding this story is beautiful. I just had to go through that because the microcosm of the early One Piece to where we're going in One Piece right now is amazing. That was a slight rant, guys, but yeah, I love One Piece. I love to talk about One Piece. If y'all enjoyed this chapter, though, yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, because I have a lot of thoughts about this chapter. Like I said, I might have to drop a video organizing my thoughts because, Jesus, this was a lot. This was a lot, and it's just One Piece now. It's just One Piece week to week. It's a lot. It's heavy, but this is my favorite part of One Piece. The fights are cool. But they don't get me going like lore piece, like the history that One Piece brings. Yeah, it was amazing, guys. This was probably a 10 of 10 chapter for me. I loved it. The mystery, the lore, everything building up and swelling. Bro, we're at the end of One Piece and Oda is still dropping mysteries, still dropping silhouettes, Still dropping names of characters we don't know, introducing us to new characters. This guy's insane, man. But here's the continued success of One Piece, the continued great story of One Piece. Hopefully Oda has great health continued going forward. But yeah, had fun with this one. Drop me a like if y'all love this one. Subscribe to the channel here on Twitch if y'all did too. If y'all are from YouTube, y'all know what to do. Come over here. If y'all are from Twitch, got a YouTube channel over there where we react to anime. Sometimes the One Piece anime I've been trying to get into. But yeah, follow us over there. Links in the description below. But yeah, see y'all later. Thank you for watching. Catch you on the flip. Peace.